back to the session after a short break. Now, I really appreciate your patience and time while continuing your regular work and joining this session. And now I'll just give you the process. Now, after these 5 days of training and what I have to do, so many doubts in the participants' mind. So this is very clear, sir. We have shared e-learning platform details, and you're also seen a login password also shared to your email. Isca.reskill.net is a e-learning platform where you have all the day-wise videos and lectures along with the PPT notes which are downloadable, everything placed in this website. So after this session, I request you to kindly maybe tomorrow, from tomorrow onwards, you start going through the module wise details which are available and the notes and the videos, everything. And after completing the each module, you have to submit your quiz. There is a 5 quiz questions for each module, each chapter, so that you have to submit. Now I'll just show you how to do all these activities. Once you submit all these assignments and quiz, you get a final link to write an assessment test, which is for 1 hour 15 minutes. Once you complete that, then you receive a certificate, your participant certificate, and also a certificate, course completion certificate with the percentage. And now I will explain, I will show you how you have to do all these things. Just I'm logging isca.reskill.net. It is a e-learning platform which is exclusively created for the government officers. And we are also separately. I'm just entering my password. Yeah. As I'm a teacher, I'm just having access to all the batches, but you get only access to the batch 7, which you have attended. Yeah, and this is a platform. So, yeah, once you log in, you'll get your screen like this. I think most of the people might have already logged into here. And here, if you see day-wise lecture videos for batch 7. See, here we have placed all the videos and also day-wise videos along with the YouTube links. The day-wise videos which the teachers taught in the program that we are all kept here. And just come one by one. And this is a module which you learned in this 5 day course. And all this material is downloadable, sir. And there is a lab practical details are also available, and how to install all this lab material. Everything is there. Here, after going through this, there is a quiz, chapter wise quiz. You have to submit these quizzes, and these are the very simple questions, sir. Once you go the same what you learned in that above in the class, 5 days class, and also in this material will be there, just to check the activeness of these participants. Likewise, everything is placed in this. Okay, and here day one uh, labs, how to install this internet, how to do this lab, everything will be there. Installation of virtual boxes and how to do everything will be placed here. You just have to go through this, and we also request you to kindly preserve. And here, if you see the other batch videos are also available. I will just also give access to that once you go through this, if anybody wants. Yeah, this is module 2, and this I request all the participants to download this material PDF formats into your local drives, local PCs, so that it will be very useful material. That's what uh, I can say. I'm just opening. Yeah, this open like this, and you just have to click here and download and preserve this material with you. You can also share with your colleagues and the juniors whom you want to train, or you whom you want to give this thing. Yeah, just I'm just saved here. So this document is with me. So this all this provision is available here, and you have to submit this chapter wise quizzes compulsory. And for this you have for accessing this e-learning platform and submitting these quizzes and assignments, you get a internal marks, which are 40 marks are internal marks. As on the first day, Mr. CHS Murthy has told you how to do all these activities. Uh, the same manner you get once you access for attending these 5 days, you get some marks. For attending to this e-learning platform and going through one by one, everything will be tracked, and you'll also get alerts. If you are missing something, you'll also get some alerts to your email ID, registered email ID. So there is a section once you complete module 1, 2, 3 and 4, there is a section called exercises and case studies. Here there is exercise on Wireshark. You have to practice this and submit here. You have to practice this exercise in the VLabs and submit here as per the question available there. And see exercise or case study 2. See, this is the case study. You have to practice accordingly in the VLabs. I will show you how to do this in the VLabs in the next 5 minutes, and you have to submit. There are 16 assignments which are there to complete this course. These are the 16 assignments you have to complete, submit by end of March. By end of March, because this particular project, this particular batches are completing by 20. The last batch is from 22nd to 26th. So after that, it would be very difficult for us keeping enabling this platform. Only the participants joining the last batch may get a lapse of like time period of for 15 to 20 days. Now, what I request you to kindly submit all these assignments by end of this month, and this system will also give you an alerts. Okay, now this is about e-learning platform which is given to, if you are, if you forget your password, or if you have not received your password, you don't no need to worry. You just click here your email ID, just enter username is your email ID, registered email, click on this lost password. Once you click this, a automated link will be sent to your email ID. Through that, you can give a new password and start logging using this portal. And next is the VLab. And all the exercises are related to here. You have to practice here and submit, go and submit the exercises there. Yeah, now I just starting here. No password is required. Only your email ID is a key. See, now it is asking my email ID. I'll just give my email ID here. QR code. Once I click, it says a email OTP sent to your email ID, and then I have to enter that email ID there. I'll just check whether I have received that. Yeah, I just received this OTP. Copying that OTP here. Then I'm entering this captcha. 486. Yeah, this is my virtual lab. So if I want to do practice on this TCP IP lab, or this scanning exploit lab, I have to register. I have to register my slot. I just trying to register slot for today around 7:80, 7:30 to 8 p.m. So once I click this, then I have to go down and reserve VLab. The slot reserved successfully. So in this particular period, I am able to access this. In the same manner, if I wanted to do this Snot IDS lab, I want to do it tomorrow. I am free at morning 6 a.m. I just selected that slot and reserving my slot, and it is successfully reserved. So you can do n number of times, n number of labs you can reserve, and accordingly you can practice. There is no limit. So this is the process of, if you have any doubts, if you want to do any doubts or any technical support, you please post your queries in the WhatsApp group. Accordingly, all the experts are available there so that they will clarify your doubts with respect to virtual labs and with respect to e-learning platform. And you can call me anytime for submission of this assignments and other things. I will be available. Okay. uh, with this thing I would like to close my session. Thank you one and all. If you have any queries, uh, kindly post in the chat box, or I request you to kindly post in the group so that I can reply. Thank you. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Anupam sir, now over to you. I am done.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Naresh sir, for this demonstration. Yeah, I request Ashok sir to take the control for.
Thank you very much. Without taking much time, today we are very lucky, rather, that within a very short period of time, I have requested Professor Nandi to chair this valedictory session, and he was kind enough to agree. So I am very much thankful to him. On behalf of the organizing committee of ISCA PMU and CDAC Kolkata, jointly we are doing this exercise since last 5 days. This is online virtual mode of training for the government officers, and I hope by this time people have come across the detailed informations about the cybersecurity, its issues, and its resolution, as well as mitigations. So without taking much time, I hand over the podium to our chairman, sir, Professor Nandi, to say a few words on this occasion to the attendees and all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good evening to all of you. At the end of 5 days, I am here to make you sleep or enjoy, I don't know. So in any case, last 5 days, extensive packed program. I saw that syllabus.
Yes,
I found it is very difficult to digest in say 5 days, and that too virtually. I think most of the participants will agree with me that 5 days packed program and virtually, which usually people will disturb us when we are virtually, and it is not visible to the speaker or visible to the anyone. So, true sense, security point of view, that we are attending or not, that's a big question to be checked when 5 days program was going on. Because it's impossible to take care of, everyone is busy and attending this course. This is one of the side of story, but positive side is that there are good amount of material available in the website, and also good amount of VTE options available, virtual training options, and lab available. So if we have missed any one of the session or not attentive to the session, it's possible to cover up if participant try. So we have alternate options which physical system may not available, but nothing can replace physical systems. It is an initiative of ISCA to take care of as many as government officials, if not fully aware of the things, at least partially aware of the things, and I got a message from Norris. Okay, I'll look into it. Right. So fully, if we missed it or anywhere, any place, but we have good options to spend some time. We can learn, And it is a requirement because we government officials, that is staff, officers, or everyone, day to day, every moment, we have to use ICT. And without ICT, we cannot proceed further. Obviously, best option to learn from our younger generation, that is our kids. The kids knows better than us, and they can help us to learn, but learning is a big job, and it is an ocean. Knowledge is ocean, and learning whole ocean is not possible. The structural way of learning is very, very important. And this is one platform available to everyone. After doing this 5 days training, a person can practice their whatever discussed in the training can be practiced, or new example can be practiced in our VTE environment. And finally, they can give exam and things goes nicely. By the way, when we are sending our master trainer for basic training, advanced training, and the expert level training to US or similar countries, they also follow similar system, and they also give similar training and give their lab to practice. And we have created such environment to do here, because now we are feeling that we are confident enough to take care of our own citizen, to learn security aspects, loopholes, and other things our own in a structural learning way by this training session. We have a plan to do very big. Those who will become little bit experts will take care of in subsequent advanced level course also. This is a beginning, and it will continue several years. And we have a plan in IACA that will evaluate you while working, and when, if you feel some learning is required, you can come to our environment, learn. You can test your capabilities in our environment. You feel that you need more learning, you can contact us. We'll arrange some training also, and we'll continue this process. But every system is, in this case, teaching and learning. Self-learning is the best learning, but self-learning in a ocean or of knowledge is not that easy. So guided learning, self-learning is the best. Earlier, only physical option was there. Now, virtual options makes us more useful to use our system in a self-learning manner. So, we hope all of you have enjoyed these sessions, and all of you will practice this and will equip with how our system can be protected from misuse, like country like China, Pakistan, and other things. One thing is very important in security is prevention is better than cure. So if we don't know a system, how to protect it, better to close it. First understand it and open it. What I want to mean, if you have a system, operating system, you come up with some applications and you install that application, but you don't have any idea that that application can do damage to your system, opening one path for someone to use it. So before installing any software, we have to be careful. Before adding any hardware, we have to be careful. Before connecting a network, we have to be careful. Today's very tough time. Most of the devices are vulnerable. Loopholes are there. How to make use of these vulnerable devices, we have to learn. Like virus, bacteria, part and parcel of life. Trojan, virus, malware, attacker, everything will be in the social life, ICT domain. So it will be remain. We cannot leave, we cannot remove them. They will be part and parcel of our life, and we have to survive. We Indian, we can eat in a footpath and eat in 7-star hotel. Our hygiene power is so high, we survive. And it proved by COVID-19 scenario. The European thought that we will have big damage. American thought that we will have big damage because our population is so high and they are crowded. So COVID will spread nicely in India and lot of people will die. But ultimately, everything gone wrong. We are surviving with less problem on COVID because our hygienic system is so high and we can absorb all kind of bacteria, viruses, and will survive. Similarly, our network, ICT network, OS, everything, we don't know, but we have to learn and we have to survive. We cannot say that, oh, this is the virus, I will stop using this software. It will not work. How to survive, we have to know. I'm giving one example how to survive. When we are using our credit card or Aadhaar or some confidential document in our net banking or sorry, web browser, we have no idea the browser system or the system I am sitting and working, that system having keylogger or virus or some what is called malware which collect all in my information and give it to some other place. It is possible. So how I will survive? So to survive that case, I can open more than one window. That is one window or some window. I can type my credit card 16 digit in 4 different window. Then I can copy 444 and bring into one window. So I typed 4 letter in one window, 4 letter is another window, next 4 letter is another window, next 4 letter is another window. Then I copy all 4 and bring into one. Then I give it to the software. If I give it to the software by copying by mouse, the keylogger will not able to find it together because keylogger works only for key. Similarly, the HTTPS, which is we are using, if there is no HTTPS, we should not do anything. We cannot, anything means we should not provide the credential. Now, if I have HTTPS, then if you are knowing a little more, you just look into it, HTTPS, which version it is using. The TLS, Transport Layer Security, which version? Is it 1.0, 1.2, 1.1 or 1.3? Is it downgrading? If it is downgrading, there is a possibility man in the middle. So you look into your browser, Firefox or Chrome, you set in such a way, your browser will take care of it and not allow man in the middle attack. Most of the browsers are capable, only you have to configure correctly. So any attack in the middle can be stopped. These small things, which application we are using, which software we are using, which device you are using, and that device, what are the flaws, what are the loopholes, how we can overcome. Overcome is not possible, bypassing is possible, or stopping that loophole, that is possible. We should try to know and try to get a bypass route. If we cannot do, don't feel bad, talk to our kids. Kids may know better than others, and they know how to attack. And the last, I want to say that if we don't know how to attack, can I prevent? First, we have to be a chore, then I can catch a chore or thief. So if we don't know how to do the attack, can I attack a system? No. If I don't know how people will attack my system, can I prevent the system? Answer is incomplete. I cannot prevent my system unless I know how to attack a system. Means how wrong thing will happen, first I have to know. For example, COVID-19. COVID-19, prevention is better than cure. We had a lockdown, and lockdown prevented a lot. In the meantime, we have learned how to survive. Now it is open, everyone is surviving. So we have to learn first how attack is possible. If I know the how attack is possible, I can take measure to prevent it. That is my. And the extreme last, we parents or guardians of small kids, we feel our kids are very good, they are very nice, they cannot do wrong, we are biased towards them, but they found to be doing very good in net, but they may be diverted in the internet. This is what I am talking nothing to do with ISEA. It's a standard warning. Whenever I speak anywhere, I speak this. What I wanted to say that our kids are very intelligent and they can do anything in the internet, and internet has addictions and they may be addicted to something wrong. It is our duty to protect them, guide them, not to stop them. But don't be blind. So my advice, request, and anything, whatever you can say, I request you to please monitor your kids, monitor your young generations. They may not go to the wrong track. To do that, we have to monitor and we have to cleverly stop all operations. For that also, we have to know what is the way we can control, what is the way we can monitor, and what is the way we can guide them not to do wrong thing in or being prey of something else. So we together can build our future generation as well as protect our office, our home, our nation. Hope this program may help you in that direction, a small amount. Please make it a big one, make it useful for your day-to-day life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It was excellent, very effective speech right at this moment, because after all these 5 days of exercise, people are might be a little bit slippery these days at this point of time at the end of the day. But this your motivating lecture definitely will awake them, and they will definitely try to look forward, I hope, so that the message what you have tried to given that should reach to them in proper way, and they would like to take action in that regard. And in that process, if ISEA, this kind of program can help them in at least awareness of, or by learning something basics, so that they can protect themselves and their new younger generation, that we will be very much honored to take part in that exercise. Thank you, sir, for your this excellent talk at the validity session. And I hope all the participants, they have already got their basic instructions for how to go about, how to complete the rest of the part of the examination part, so that they can get the actual certificate at the end of the completing the processes. And this, without taking any further time, I would request Mr. Naresh to conclude the session.
Respected Nandi sir, Professor Nandi sir, it was really motivating to all the participants after attending the 5-day. Am I audible?
Yes, yeah, you are audible.
Yeah.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
Yeah, after attending this continuous 5-day program, in spite of their regular work, they are most of the people are calling, sir, we are very much interested in this program, but our superior is not allowing us to reduce our regular work. How can we do that, sir? This is very much required and very much important. And really, I thank all the members and experts from CDAC Kolkata. Sir, you have arranged renowned experts from across India, NIC, CERT, and other institutions. And this was really boosting all the participants and including me, because I am regularly watching and listening to all the sessions, and very nicely organized. I really thank Anupam Chanda sir, Ashok Bandhapadhyay sir, and especially thanks to Suchismita. She is the one who is handling everything, and all other team. And the special thanks to Professor Sukuma Nandi sir for coming and boosting the participants. We also thank from all the participants who are attending this class. I request you to kindly go through all the assignments and submit and get your final second. You have put lot of efforts to attend this, and I request you to kindly put more efforts during your weekends and complete your course and get your certificate, so that that will remain with you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, and goodbye.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for attending.
Thank you, sir.